So I'll take out the summon Bahamut. I will now go get a land card, obviously, so that I can go play my... sure, why not? Who cares? So that I can go play my Yuna. And if I play Yuna, I can go with the last Ronin most likely, because, yeah, I think that's the play. I doubt my opponent will have a chance to... I will do this because I'm gonna return Yuna back to my hand or something. I really just wanted to wipe the board. Like, realistically speaking, there's not a lot of hasty creatures. And I'm gonna get something back, like I said, so that is perfectly fine. I can actually go with Kavaero into Yuna, into Bahamut, for example. Or maybe there's no point in complicating things. Yeah, I will. Why not? It costs a little bit less. So, Kavaero. It will turn into Yuna. Whoops, Spira, whatever. And then I'll just go get like a summon Bahamut, I would say. Destroy the Illarzok, and again, like, this will really put a wrench on our opponent's plans, and as you can see, we got the win again. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today's video is another standard deck, and we have a deck that I haven't seen a lot, which is a YunaReanimator deck. Now, it has a little bit of help from Kavaero Mind-Bitten, which is great. I only have 2 Yunas, even though I have 4, because I feel like with Kavaero they complement each other pretty well, but I'll probably advise you to get at least 3 Yunas. That's the main point of the deck. The first game, the deck list is a little bit different. I had to add a little bit more interaction with the cards like Nowhere to Run and Iceberg, but you know, this is pretty much what you're used to seeing with a Yuna deck. It just has a couple of newer cards like Iceberg, which is from Avatar, does machines that reads when this class enters, mill 2 cards, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. So it's basically perfect for this kind of strategy. You're gonna fill up your graveyard, you can choose 2 cards to discard from your hand, and you'll get some cards back to replenish your hand again, so pretty decent. You also have, from the last couple of sets, the cloning of Shredder, which allows you to exile target creature card from your graveyard. You create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary, which is absolutely fantastic, and is a mutant in addition to its other types. And basically in the next 2 turns you'll create a token that's a copy of that card, the card that you exile, so you can, you know, discard a Yuna or a Kavaero or a Terror of the Peaks, an Overlord, a summon Knights of Round, a summon Bahamut, whatever, and then just create at least 3 copies of those cards. I would advise you to also use more than 2, but they're mythic, so this is what I have. And also the last Ronin, again, it's mythic, but it feels like it's made for this deck as well. This one I have a full playset, but you know, it's expensive, and it's basically a board wipe. When things get tough, you're actually gonna see me use it as a board wipe. I think it's actually the short I picked, but yeah, the first level, whatever, says that you destroy all creatures, then you mill 4 cards, and then you return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand, and whenever a creature you control attacks along this turn, put 3 +1/+1 counters on it. It gains trample, lifelink, and indestructible until end of turn. So basically you're gonna reset the board state, you're gonna mill 4 cards, hopefully go get a Yuna or a summon or another summon, whatever, get it into your hand, play that card, hopefully it's a Yuna or a Kavaero, obviously, play that card, go get something back. So it has a lot of recursion, obviously it's a reanimated deck. Apart from that, we have Overlord that puts things in the graveyard, Terror of the Peaks that can be a winning card if you get to clone it with the cloning of Shredder. The original list had more Terror of Peaks, but I decided to take out so that I could add a little bit more interaction, like Nowhere to Run. Bitter Triumph was already here, and Iceberg, especially Iceberg, because you can get it back with Yuna as well, so that's fantastic. Picklock Prankster puts things in the graveyard, you can go get Bitter Triumph from there, mostly, or another Picklock Prankster, or also a Squirming Emergence. You can also get it with the Picklock Prankster, and that is another way of getting stuff out of the graveyard. Awaken the Undead is a little bit of a toolbox here. You destroy a permanent, you mill cards, and then you discard something to get something back, so it also does that. And then you have the big finishers, summon Knights of Round and summon Bahamut, that you all know and love, I'm sure. Just two things pretty quickly. Thank you for the support in the last video especially, but in the last couple of videos as well. And sorry that I haven't been posting a lot. That's gonna change hopefully. I'm organizing things better. Now it's just a matter of finding or creating or whatever good decks and videos for you guys. And hopefully the support will keep coming and we'll keep growing all together. So appreciate you all for that. I'm not gonna keep yapping. Really hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what changes you would make, what cards you would take out, what cards you would add to make this deck a little bit more consistent, because I really do believe that this deck has a lot of potential and is still a very, very, very good deck. Now, enough yapping, let's get in some games. Okay, so Cigar Kent the Mighty will be our opponent now. Let's see how this goes. I will keep just because we have a survey land, so we can try and fish for another land, because Awaken the Undead and Squirming Emergence are very good cards to have in your opening hand. I know this is a big risk, but I'm willing to take it. Yeah, you know what? I'll take that one as well. Watch me complain that I do not get any lands after this. Because I'm gonna mill, what, 4 cards? Yeah, I'm gonna mill 4 cards and all 4 of them are gonna be lands. That's gonna be brutal. Okay, so 1 land down the hatch. But this one's on me, you know. I chose this card for some... this hand for some reason, so... Okay, that's not terrible, you know. Okay, I'll definitely take that. So let's go with human, and I can actually already Squirming Emergence on the Kavaero and get the summon. That does not seem terrible, because I can also be a little just play the Picklock Prankster, you know, and wait a little. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if we can get something else. Something that could put the Yuna down, for example, or I don't know, maybe get the... Okay, so there's a Yuna. That's actually perfect. Now let's see if our opponent does something crazy with the last 3. Okay, that's not that terrible. I'm going to mill, what, 1 more, right? Yeah. That is actually pretty fine. I just need to get the Yuna. We do not have a way of dealing with the river churn monument, so we're gonna be taking out a couple of things there. Actually, I can go Kavaero, Yuna, and Overlord, right? So that's 3 cards out of my graveyard there. That's what I'm gonna do. So Kavaero, I'll copy Yuna, and not the Overlord, the summon. Sure, I'll attack. He can block, but it has vigilance, so who cares? This one has ward 2, that's why I'm not like super worried to lose it, but this doesn't seem like a Singularity Rapture deck. If it is, then it's a deck that it hasn't found the black yet, so... Like next turn we can take out the River Churn Monument, so if our opponent doesn't exhaust it now, we will be able to take it out, which is fantastic with the Awaken the Undead. That is perfectly fine. We still have our Summon Knights of Round, and our opponent just lost his River Churn Monument, which is, in case you don't know, basically his old strategy, I think. But we have 9 cards in our graveyard, so it's getting dangerous, you know. We still have 40 cards, obviously, on in the library, but this is a dangerous game to play if you consider that our opponent wants cards in the graveyard. But I don't know, maybe the summon... Okay, so he's giving up, I guess. I don't even know. Okay. Another land would have been fantastic, but that is all we can do. And now we have 12 cards in the graveyard. What the hell? I was not expecting a heir apparent, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Okay, so I will do that. I'll discard the card, I guess. I will take out the heir apparent because why not? And I'll discard the... I'll go with the summon because if we get an untapped land, we can play Yuna. Okay, we did not, but that should be fine. We should be okay. Sure, I'll discard that one. I'm gonna go get... I can go get a land, or I can go get Kavaero again. Do I have a Yuna in the graveyard? I don't, so I'm gonna go get a land. Temple Garden, sure, who cares? I don't know why that took me so long. I'll play the Yuna again and I'll just attack with everything. I'm not even gonna need to get to the end step to win this game, but you know, still interesting to see. We still got a win. Pretty decent. Yuna came in clutch against the mill deck, and that's what we all love to see. Let's get into another one. Mind Blade. I'm having a stinker. I'm having a stinker today, guys. I'm telling you right now, I'm having a stinker today. I had to mess with the deck to make it more interactive. I had to mess with the deck to make it, you know, not so mana screwy, because I wasn't getting any lands, and now it feels like I'm not getting anything of anything. I'll take another land. Why not? I just had the worst game of all time. Okay, so of course it is, right? I'll take that one out, because this one might be helpful in the long run. So I'll go with this. Let me do that. I'm fairly certain this will have like that betrayal thingy. Let me... I don't want... Yeah, I'll take Yuna. I don't want our opponent to just go crazy with that betrayal immediately. Okay, so I have to discard the card. I'll discard the last Ronin. For 4, can I get something interesting? I can go get the Awaken the Honored Dead at least, you know what I mean? So even if our opponent gets something, I can go get it. I'll Temple Garden. Okay, I will go do that. Because like I said, with the Awaken the Honored Dead, I always had off for some reason. Even if our opponent takes out our graveyard, you know, I can still mill 3 cards next turn and maybe find something to Kavaero or Yuna or something like that. I'm fine-ish with that. So I think I'm gonna go with that. Add black. Pay to life. And I will go say screw it. And I will go with summon, because at least this way we'll have an indestructible creature there, which might be very helpful. I don't know. Even if our opponent wipes the board, we'll have... yeah, that's fine. That is fine. So for 3, I can do the same thing. I can go with Squirming Emergence. Okay, I'm gonna attack. Okay, I will Squirming Emergence, go get the Awaken the Honored Dead. Destroy target non-land permanent. I'll destroy one of my tokens because I'm forced to destroy something, so I'll destroy that thing. It doesn't really matter to me. And let's see. Okay, we got the win. So that was decent. Can't really complain against a deck that probably would have made our lives very tough. So let's get into another one, guys. Magic Toes Crafty. Let's see if we can go like in a little winning spree here. That would be amazing. I think I'll keep, because I can go get like white or black or whatever with the multiversal passages. I'm going first, so I'm gonna start with breeding pool just to see what we get after, you know. This way we already have blue and green. Okay, I'm gonna go with black here, and I will pay 2 life, and I'm gonna pass turn. This has flash, so that's fine. It all depends on what our opponent plays or not. Okay, so this is gonna be enchantments. That sucks. That's gonna be a crappy one. I'm gonna go with this already. That way, that's not gonna really do a lot. So, I should most likely awaken the Honored Dead, right? So we're gonna need either green. Yeah, I'm gonna go with like green. Pay 2 life, awaken the Honored Dead. Let's take that thing out. Unfortunately, we do not have the white for Iceberg, and that might make our life very difficult, but at the same time, we are going... So it's taking that thing out, okay. We are going with the Kavaero route that we can actually go now. Should I underground mortuary? Nah, you know what? I don't care. I'm not gonna risk anything. I'm gonna go with that. I'll take out the Sim Rip with that, and then I'll take out the Spellbook Vendor with the Nowhere to Run. And there we go, another win. So that was very, very, very good. We were in a little bit of trouble, but we got the win in the end. Let's get into another one. Dinde season. I don't know what Dinde is, but I guess it's very seasoned at this kind of thing. Again, I'm gonna keep... We can underground mortuary surveil, try to get a white source or something better, and then we have a little bit of interaction, some cards to put stuff in the graveyard, so can't really complain that much, I don't think. Not a white source. Yeah, I think I want to go try and get something else next turn. Okay. Cavern of Souls is good. I'm glad we got that one. If we don't get anything, I'll probably take out the Iceberg. Jesus, that sucks. So I'll take out the Swamp and the Iceberg, I think. Because next turn we'll be able to play the Awaken the Honored Death if you want to. Now we kinda just need to... And we will. On the Ajani's Pridemate. Well, we can also go with the Overlord. Nah, I think I'm gonna be aggressive here. So I'll take that one out. Because we are going to mill a couple cards, and then on the turn after the next one, we're gonna be able to discard and get something back. Our opponent might play a Sheltered by Ghosts or something like that, but not saying I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying that, you know, there are worse things. Okay, so that is very, very decent. I'm gonna go with Cavern of Souls, Picklock Prankster, and we'll see what we get. I'm gonna go with Human, obviously. Let us Picklock Prankster. Okay, we will be able to... I'll actually go with a Bitter Triumph, because this way I can take that thing out. I will keep the Overlord here because I think it's better for us. But next turn I will take something out to go get Kavaero, and with Kavaero I'll turn it into Yuna, and with Yuna I'll go get like something, I don't know. What the hell happened? Okay, that's fine. That is fine. It's not ideal, but it is fine. Let's go do this. Okay, so yeah, let's go get Kavaero. Let's go with human again, just for shits and giggles, like the kids say. And I'm going to pass turn because our opponent might play something that's more dangerous than whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm like very focused right now on the game. Sorry, guys. But yeah, see, like the Essence Channeler, for example. So I'm gonna let that one go. I'm gonna let him do everything. Even if he has like Shard Mage's Rescue or something along those lines. Nah, it's a Shelter by Ghost. That's actually perfect. So Essence Channeler, he loses it. And we got the win again. Our opponent knew what was gonna happen. We got another very quick win. Let's get into another one. Can we go... I don't know if it's 3 for 3 or 4 for 4 in this little run we're having. I think I'll definitely keep this one. I'll go with the Godless Shrine first. No? Yeah, Godless Shrine. I'll leave the Willowrush Verge for the second and the Multiversal Passage for the third. So it's another life gain deck. I'm gonna go with those machines, I guess. The Squirming Emergence sucks to lose, but let's go with those two. Now we have more than enough mana for anything we want, and next turn we can most likely awaken the Honored Dead, I would say. Well, change my mind there. Yeah, let's take out that crap. I think I'm gonna pass turn. Like, we're still on 19 life, so maybe our opponent plays something that's more dangerous than the Akeeni's Pridemate. We'll see. I would like to maybe Picklock Prankster, but yeah. I think I'm gonna have to Bitter Triumph. Take out probably like the Watery Grave. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Discard the card. Take out the Akeeni's Pridemate. I know the Essence Channeler is very dangerous, but we have an Awaken the Honored Death to deal with it next turn, so I'm not like super worried. Our opponent will... that's fine. He's just scrying. Well, he scries twice, so that's not like super fine, but but it's not like the worst thing in the world either. Okay, Yuna is actually fantastic, but let me first go with that. Take out the Essence Channeler. He's gonna have a bigger Ruin Lurker bat. I'll go with that thing there. I'll actually pick blue just so that I can maybe Picklock Prankster and Picklock Prankster in the same in the same turn, you know. If we get a land next turn, we are in a very solid state because we can just last Ronin or something. Okay, we definitely need to the last Ronin. Okay, that is decent. We should probably Yang's Iceberg, to be fair, but I think I'm gonna go with Picklock Prankster and or Free the Fae and Picklock Prankster. Just to have like a blocker or something. It might be risky. Well, actually I do... yeah, I will do that. Screw it, man. We might get something. I don't know. See, we got a bit of Triumph there, so maybe we won't even need to go with the Picklock Prankster. We can just Bitter Triumph, take out the Yang's Iceberg, take out Linden. I think I'm gonna go do that. Discard, autopay. I might be going a little too aggressive here, but you know, we need to try something. Next turn I can take out I shouldn't have done that. Because return target creature or land. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, you know? Maybe I was kinda stupid. Okay, that's better. So, I'll take out the summon Bahamut. I will now go get a land card, obviously, so that I can go play my... sure, why not? Who cares? So that I can go play my Yuna. And if I play Yuna, I can go with the last Ronin most likely, because, yeah, I think that's the play. I doubt my opponent will have a chance to... I will do this because I'm gonna return Yuna back to my hand or something. I really just wanted to wipe the board. Like, realistically speaking, there's not a lot of hasty creatures. And I'm gonna get something back, like I said. So that is perfectly fine. We can actually go with Kavaero into Yuna, into Bahamut, for example. Or maybe there's no point in complicating things. Yeah, I will. Why not? It costs a little bit less. So, Kavaero. It will turn into Yuna, Hope of Spira, whatever. And then I will just go get like a summon Bahamut, I would say. Destroy the healer's Ock, and again, like, this will really put a wrench on our opponent's plans, and as you can see, we got the win again. Because without a creature, you would need to get another creature so that it could be saved by like a Shelter by Ghost or something like that, or one or two creatures so that it could abandon their temple, you know. So it was in a very tough position. We got the win, the deck worked perfect. Let's see what happens next. We're on a good run. Let's see if that extends into a little ramp up against Globe Smasher. Let's hope it doesn't smash us. Do I like this hand? Not a lot, but I will keep because we'll have Bitter Triumph and Overlord so that we can put stuff in the graveyard. We can deal with the early threats, you know, discard stuff as well. Not ideal, not the worst case scenario either. So let us see what we are playing against. First and foremost, another white. Is it Life Gain again? No, it's Enchant, which is worse. So I'll put a Swamp in, and I will go with the Overlord of the Balemurk first. Oof. We just lost a Squirming Emergence, man. That sucks. That sucks to see. Now, maybe our opponent will... Okay, Dollmaker's Shop. That's not fine, but, you know, we can handle that. Kinda. We can kinda handle that. I'm gonna go with that tapped. I think I'm gonna take out the Scavenger immediately. I don't think I want to waste a lot of time doing that. I'll take out the Bahamut, obviously. I would very much appreciate if we could have something decent here next turn. Awaken the Honor Death, for example, something like that. A white source as well, I wouldn't mind that one. So that I could take out that. Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world, because we can actually Yuna into something decent. So I'm gonna do that. And pass turn. We're still on 17 life, which is not a lot against the enchantment stack, you know, like they can just go all out insane. I do not mind that. Honestly, that's fine. I guess. Okay, Enduring Innocence. We will be able to Yuna next turn. I don't think I should. Oof, I like that one. I like that one a lot. I don't think I should copy the Bahamut. I think I should copy the Overlord. I think that's gonna bring me a little bit more in terms of well, I could actually go with the Bahamut, to be fair, to take out the Dollmaker's shop, you know, so that could also be a good one. But the Overlord of the Balemurk will put more things in the graveyard. Nah, I'll go with that. Screw it, man. I will not take out any creatures. I will focus on the Dollmaker's shop. I don't think Yuna is gonna survive. Our opponent might even have 2 Sheltered by Ghosts or something like that. Or Get Lost, you know, but he only has 4 mana, so 2 Get Lost would be crazy, 2 Sheltered by Ghosts would be crazy, but that might happen, so we need to be very careful here. So Get Lost on the Bahamut probably, which makes sense. I will not criticize our opponent for that. Ooh, an Elspeth, okay. So what's he gonna destroy? Probably the Bahamut, right? That's the only thing that makes sense. Oh, he's trying to okay. I don't think that makes a lot of sense, to be fair. Like, why is he attacking? Again, I don't think that makes a lot of sense, because I'll do that, because that's gonna die, that's gonna go there, and this turn I could kill that if I wanted, but obviously I'm gonna take out Elspeth. I'll play the Temple Garden, I'll pay life, so if I exile something, now I'll get that with the Overlord. I don't need to go do that right now. Let me make Yuna slightly bigger. I will have enough for an Aang's Iceberg, so I'm fine. Sure, I can go with the Picklock Prankster. I'm gonna attack with both, obviously, like just to gain a crap ton of life. Because, like I said, I can always Aang's Iceberg, so... And now let's go get the Overlord of the Balemurk. Oh, I forgot about that. Sure, I'll get one. And we can decide after if I'm going to... We got nothing, that sucks. If we go Aang's Iceberg or if we go Picklock Prankster. Like right now we're on 26 life. There's not really a reason to worry that much. Even if our opponent goes there. Okay, Shard Mage's Rescue, that's fine. And now, okay, I really thought he was gonna go with the Sheltered by Ghosts on the Armadillo. Get lost there. I'm fine with that. You can do that, no worries. Okay, so we'll just Picklock Prankster, or we just get the win. We'll just get the rank up, and we will just keep the video and the gameplay here, you know? Seems like a pretty decent place to stop against a very, very solid deck. Let's get into the final thoughts. Final thoughts, everyone. So, what do I think about this deck? I really think this deck has a lot of potential. I think I'm missing a little bit of like common middle ground between what Yuna and Kavaero want to do with cards like the Cloning of Shredder, the Last Ronin, Summon Knights of Round, and Summon Bahamut especially, but also Overlord of the Balemurk and Terror of the Peaks, and what the meta kinda needs, which is a lot of interaction, unfortunately. I struggled a little bit during the gameplays. I apologize for being so salty at times, but it was very annoying to see that in a deck that I have 25 lands, I started with 23, and it shouldn't really be that difficult to get the 4 lands, at least for Kavaero, you know, but we did not have a lot of interaction, so we were getting, I'm not gonna say ran over, but a lot of decks were beating us solely on lack of interaction, early game interaction especially, and land drops. So I decided to play with 61 cards because I didn't want to cut anything else, and I added 4 Aang's Iceberg because of the flash, and that was very helpful. Also, you can get it back with Yuna. And I added the Nowhere to Run. I started with 2 or 3 of these, but I think that Bitter Triumph is still a little bit better because it allows you to discard a card and, you know, it's more helpful in my opinion. Picklock Prankster kinda surprised me here, is fantastic. Does machines, only does things when it enters. Apart from that, it does nothing for the gameplay, but it is a very good card. If you have more, I would advise you to use it. Squirming Emergence, fantastic. Cannot speak more highly of this card. Awaken the Undead will solve a lot of issues. It's basically perfect for this kind of situation, for this kind of strategy. I don't think Terror of the Peaks really does a lot here because you are not gonna get that Bringer of the Last Gift, I think that's the name, type of strategy with Kavaero, so you could probably remove a Terror of the Peaks and maybe add either more Does Machines or more Nowhere to Runs because it's also very good. And if it's destroyed, you can also get it back with Yuna. Overlord of the Balemurk, it's also perfect for this strategy, and then the rest, it speaks for itself. You didn't see because I've played a lot of games without recording, you know, while trying to either rank up a little bit or learn the ins and outs of the deck perfectly, so you didn't really see a lot of the cloning of Shredder, but trust me, once you get this card going, which is something you should probably get more of as well, at least 3 I would say, but once you get this card going, brilliant. There's very little you can do. You want to get the cloning of Shredder and then get something like a Yuna, a Summon Knights of Round, a Summon Bahamut, maybe even a Kavaero. Maybe Terror of the Peaks makes sense if you can clone it with the cloning of Shredder, but that's the only way I see. So, you know, there's a lot to improve. These were the things I added to the deck. Basically, I think that the rest is pretty much what we're used to seeing except as machines because it's a new card. So I hope you enjoyed the deck. This was it. Thank you so much for the couple of subs gained in the last week. I haven't been posting as much as I want to, but that's gonna change from now on hopefully, so not gonna keep yapping for much more. Just say that I appreciate all the support again. Ask that if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave that like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. You know the spiel already. If you guys wanna buy cards also and help the channel a little bit with no extra cost for you, there's my affiliate link for Card Trader. They have the Card Trader Zero, which is fantastic. This is not sponsored, but you'll save a lot on shipping. If you guys are willing to wait a little bit longer, you'll save a lot on shipping, trust me. So that helps out the channel a little bit, and it also helps you guys with some savings. So really hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one.